let's celebrate. There's a party going on right here, a celebration to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We're gonna celebrate your party with you. Come on now. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. We're gonna celebrate and have a good time. It's time to come together. It's up to you.
On my own, broken and alone, I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost.
Join us in the heart of personal transformation with Level Up Circle TV, your exclusive gateway to unlocking your inner potential and achieving extraordinary results. This TV show is your secret weapon for personal and professional development, packed with valuable insights, expert advice, and real-life success stories. Are you ready to take the leap and transform your life? Don't just watch, participate. Tune in, take notes, and then take action. The journey to your greatest self starts here. So, get inspired, get motivated, and get ready to level up. Join us and let's embark on this transformative adventure together. Click that remote and let's start making your dreams a reality. Hello, everybody. Can you guys hear me? Give me feedback if I sound like I'm under an ocean. I'm waiting for my sisters to tell me. Anyhow, welcome to our Sunday show. I am so sorry that my Thursday show was kind of a bleep. There are technical difficulties out of my control, and I try not to worry. Thank goodness for my dear sister Susanna, who told me to sis, don't worry. Happy Easter, everybody. Tonight is the last day you can buy the physical book for Beyond Boundaries until I will put them for sale in a bigger distribution channel. And this will be maybe in a couple of weeks, but more likely for our signing on our book. It will be around June 15th until you get access. But you can always have it on Kindle. It is always, well, for now at least, it's $2.99. And thank you so much for keeping it at top new release, even after a week or two already of it. So, I'm super proud with all my amazing international, not just international, but #1 international best-selling co-authors on this venture. Thank you guys so much for all your hard work. And remember, every purchase that you do physically, if you purchase it through Amazon, through your Prime, you're actually helping United Nations goals 5 out of 17. And you're also helping farmers in Africa have jobs. And you're also helping our environment have more oxygen, right? Because I am all about helping each other and our community. So I look ragged, guys, but it is what it is. I didn't sleep till I woke up at 1:45 a.m. I did take a nap. I have to tell you that I did take a nap. Hi, everybody. I look messed up, but that's okay because it's not about me. Tonight, I make every Sunday, I will try to make it where you're learning something, whether if it's from my experiences or something that could hopefully inspire you to get going when it comes to business entrepreneurship. That is my degree is in international business, and I lecture a lot and might as well give it to you guys. I probably have over close to 12,000 students now in my career in terms of being a professor. Anyhow, personal note, thank you, Mama, for having us. I was at my mom's and my daughter Angelina up in Northern California. It was time well spent. It was a beautiful day yesterday in Presidio, San Francisco. I enjoyed it very much. We went to Japantown. We went to Presidio. They're from Walnut Creek, and so I don't do outdoor malls, okay, when it's raining. And I met my dear sister Danielle and her daughter. Hi, baby. Hi, Elise. Tita loves you. It was really nice to meet her. And she's so pretty and she's so mommy's girl. I love it. And she's a big girl. She's a smart 4 year old, actually. So good job, Sister Danielle, for raising a strong female. I love it. So every Sunday, or I should say, I'll usually will have information for you guys, and I'll invite some random sisters or brothers to come into the show to add more information from their perspective. I am all about experiential learning. Experiential learning meaning that you have a theory, you add your experience within that theory, but my experience is limited to that, how many years that I have. But when I ask other people's opinion plus my own opinion, it is more expansive and expanded that way. And that's how we learn, is through each other, right? So tonight, I'm going to show you. But first, hold on one second. Let's see who's here. Sister, me too. I am looking forward to this. How do ordinary people achieve extraordinary success? Let's take a look at that today. Hey, what's up, Sister Crystal? Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Hello, sister. I know you'd be watching. Happy Easter. Happy Easter, everybody. Yes. Level up. Level thumbs up. Level up smile. I love it. Happy Easter. Can you guys hear me okay? Do I need to like change microphone? Can you guys let me know before I started like talking? Somebody? Can you hear me okay? Good. All is good. Yes, yes. Sound great. Perfect. Okay. Being a promo. I love it. I am always promoting people. I love promoting people. You know why? Because we have to promote each other. We shouldn't be a hidden secret, right? Yes, awesome. I cannot wait to share that information. So, actually, somebody asked me this weekend, how do you do what you do and how do you find time and what is a passion project, right? This is actually for students out there, for business people, for anybody who's like stuck in life and said, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what to do. I don't even know what my purpose is. I have no clue whatsoever. Buy me a clue today. I don't know. Right. And you're just kind of going through life and you're seeing your friends, your people, you're seeing me, you're seeing my friends. They're like, how do they get so busy? What are they doing? Right. And so that is what we're talking about today. This is for anybody and everybody, mostly my students, and also for those people who asked me, these are your answers, right? How do you unlock your potential through creativity and innovation? And you're probably going to say, I'm not creative. I used to say that because I don't do art. Like literally, if someone was like, CJ, here's a gun and you have to draw, I would die. I can't draw to save my life, but I can be innovative in a lot of things and ideas. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. How do ordinary people like you and I achieve extraordinary success? There are a lot of formulas out there. So I'm going to share my formula that I have been using through at least a good 1 year right now through my friends. And you can ask them how they feel about that success and what I provide for them and what they provide for me and how inspiration works. Okay. So the first thing is, what are passion projects, right? Passion projects are personal endeavors driven by your interest and passion. So ask yourself, what do I like to do? Some people like sit there and said, I don't know exactly. So figure it out, have a list. Do you like photography? Do you like eating? Do you like drinking? It doesn't have to be drinking alcohol. It could be tea, could be coffee, it could be anything, right? That can be anything from creating an Instagram blog to starting a side hustle. Like, oh, it's just my hobby. I like to do this. or exploring new hobbies. Oh, I like to knit, or I like to paint, right? Or I like to talk about dragons, or I like to talk about mental health and well being. Whatever it is that you like to talk about, not anybody else, but you like to talk about, you can literally turn that into a passion project. The next question you should ask is, does that pay? Yes, you can monetize it. You just have to pivot and change, pivot and change, pivot and change, and hone it in, right? And it doesn't take overnight to get there. Why pursue passion projects, CJ? For students of mine or young adults who's going through college right now, and I always tell my kids this, is to stand out in college admissions. Everybody has a grade, everybody volunteers, right? It's a requirement for school now. Everybody has a letter of recommendation. But what makes you unique in a college admissions? Everyone wants to be a leader. But in order for you to be a leader, you have to be different. Okay? Or how are you different? You are the only one who can know that. So what I usually tell my students who are brand new college students just right out of high school is I would love to talk to them by sophomore year in high school. You create a project that you're passionate about. Some people are passionate about grassroots, starting a grassroots in high school, whatever you're passionate about. Maybe a historical book club, maybe it's a speech club, maybe it's an international club, whatever the club that you want. Beach cleanup was my thing, and international club. I love eating, so I created an international club. Well, every meeting we bring in all of our international food and we eat, right? But then we learn historical information about each country so we can get to know what the differences are and what are the similarities of our country and our culture. And by bringing everybody in with food, okay, we were so happy to be together every single time. And you're like, when is our next meeting? I want to bring this food, right? And really get that. So standing out in college admissions, not just grades, not just volunteer work, is a passion project. Turn your passion into a side hustle. I love to tinker. I love to innovate. So I actually can create any swag, with whether it's t-shirt or tote bag or cup or anything. I can make them into your brand. Do I have time to do it now? Nope. Can I do it? Yep. I used to teach at Michael's for small business owners to create their own swag. If you're gonna order less than 100, you can actually save money on your own learning how to do it. Even if you do 10, 20 a day, you'll be done in a week. And it's the same thing. You have to wait for a week anyway to get it done, but you're spending 4 times the amount of money. Right? Once you know how to do it, possibilities are endless, right? And I've been teaching at Michael's for a while. It stopped during. Now, when you're turning your passion into a side hustle, you need to explore and discover new hobbies, whether that's painting, whether that's creating buttons, whether that is makeup, whether that is fashion show. I actually, guys, anybody know how to sew out there? I really want to create a bougie boutique, okay, clothes for my English bulldogs. They have really big chests, but they're not that tall, and they're kind of short legs. So I need like a perfect outfit where like it doesn't hang in their hands, but then it's like really chest friendly, and it doesn't choke their neck. Louis Vuitton, I'm calling out on you. You guys don't have anything about English Bully. Tiffany, thank you. My English Bulldogs, thank you. It's perfect. Their color and their thing. Now you need a harness for the whole body, which you guys don't make. But I'll settle for the color right now and the leash. Good job, Tiffany, for sure. Now, when it comes to personal and professional growth, we all want to do something. Some of us might not want to. It's okay. Your time will come, right? Don't compare yourself to other people. Don't make a measuring stick because this person and that person and your brother-in-law and your sister-in-law did this. I'm going to do it. No. Wait for your time. When it's your time, you'll feel it. You'll know it, right? And passion projects is something that you love to do, not what other people love to do. However, whatever other people that piques your interest, that could be something you can explore, right? Because you're inspired to do it, right? I want to be an inspiration dealer. Whatever I'm doing, you want to do it for too? Yes, let's do it together. Don't do it alone. I'll hold your hand. Let's do it. And I'm your hype girl. Like I'm literally, yeah, I'm your hype girl. Um, but don't do the jealous thing and all this drama thing. We don't have time for that. Just get inspired and let's do it together, right? And that's how we create a positive community. When it comes to starting your passion project, identify your passion first. What do you like to do? What do you want to create? Right? I keep saying Instagram blog to showcase your work. It's because it's an Instagram that I'm like weak right now. So is my Facebook. That's my next passion project, guys. Hint, hint. Post your progress online. A lot of people got attention by just posting their random personal stuff that's they're going through, and people like to help you. Believe me. Well, I wouldn't say 100% because some people get jelly and then they become Karen about it. But just shut the noise. People will always have an opinion of you, whether it's good or bad. They'll always have an opinion. What's important is you surround yourself with people who pushes you to level up, not pushes you down. It's also important that you believe in yourself first so that others can believe in you. And then you can shut down people who don't believe in your projects and who don't believe in what you want to do. We all are broken. Nobody is 100% unbroken, right? But we actually can grow if we're open-minded. Right. So when you post your progress online, like if I see some people actually do like the health challenge, like the blog for like losing weight. I wish I'm confident enough to like show you my burrito rolls. I am not. I'm not kidding you. It's not happening. I'll be like, guys, I'm trying to lose weight. You will not see the burrito roll. I'm just saying, not in Instagram, not on Facebook, not on YouTube, nothing. Right. And then how do you monetize your options, right? You got to make sure that the time that you spend, even though it's a passion project, you're also making money, right? Because the more you make money, the more things that you can help others. Now, get inspired. There's 30 project ideas. I actually just give you a couple. From tech innovations to creative arts, find the perfect idea to spark your passion in whatever you're doing. I believe art in different forms, right? Some are painting, some I can do abstract painting. If you draw, not gonna draw on any paper. I can do abstract painting. I can do lines and waves. That's about it. My daughter, however, yes, she can do that. Now, join our live stream, right? That should be your inspiration. Trying to do your own live stream, go for it. And if you ask me questions on how to do it, I will definitely do that. I don't know if it's just me, but I have like this 3 a.m. idea. And then I'm like, oh, 2 in the morning last night, I was like, oh, I want to do this and that. And I'm like, wait, CJ, you're still flying. You just focus on that flight and get home, right? And you can do any journeys. I walk around with notebooks in my house, and I have small notebooks in my purse. Because I get ideas and I don't have anything to write. I have 3 pens in my purse as well. So I'm not saying you should walk around with notebook and pens, but you should. I'm just saying. Just in case you wake up and you're like, I want this. Now, actionable ideas for your passion project and how to monetize it. Starting a blog or podcast. It's not easy, but it's not impossible. Okay. You can share your expertise or interest on a specific topic. The key is consistently showing up for yourself. Monetize through affiliate marketing, sponsorships, and advertisements. Create a sell online courses. You could do that too. If you're knowledgeable in the field, create courses to teach others how to do it. And then, of course, platform like Udemy or Teachable can also help you monetize this knowledge. I'm going to do it through the Great Discovery because of the AI capabilities that they have, that I can actually talk in multiple languages and teach in multiple languages. I am through partner with Great Discovery. I just haven't had the chance to put my classes in there. That is a problem that I have, not anybody else's, right? Now, when it comes to photography, some people sell their photography, use creative skills to sell them. You can do art online. You can actually do photography landscape, right? You can create your own website to sell those things. Develop an app or software if you're a techie, and develop the software that can help others, right? We have so many mental stuff that I want to do. but I don't have the software for it, or sell classes on a platform that I don't have money for it. If you want to collaborate, let's do it together. And then freelance writing or graphic design. It offers you writing or design services on platforms like Upwork or Fiverr. And you can also reach out to businesses directly on, hey, I can do free ones for you, see what my portfolio, get recommendation from them, and then go ahead and go from there, right? Just start somewhere. And I always tell people to go to Fiverr because it's a good platform. I have really good results in there, and also Upwork. And then if you're a health and fitness coaching, go to Do Passion Fitness. Can offer personal training session, nutrition. Michelina is really good at it. Dr. Nu is good with spirituality, especially, and mindfulness. And then you could do e-commerce. Start your online store selling products related to your passion. Use your social media. SEO, I know, search engine optimization. What does that mean? It just means that you need press releases, backlink. It's a popularity contest. The more your name shows up on Google, the more people can find your business to drive traffic and sales. That's all SEO is. Don't complicate it. And then that's pretty much what I have. And I'm almost at that half mark. So I'm going to show you guys. Let's see. I'm going to show I'm trying on a different way of showing my affiliate marketing. So in the 23 mark, I'm going to show my affiliate marketing right now. And then I have a surprise for you. I have a surprise guest coming in. Do you guys know who it is? We're talking about passion projects today. So let's go ahead, and I see you in a bit while I'll provide for my affiliate marketing and sponsorship. Yes. Okay, so then I also have this collaborator. Are you guys ready? He's sleeping, I'm sure. He's on the East Coast. Or maybe he doesn't sleep. I don't know. Mike, bro, are you there? Like, seriously, are you guys ready? I hope you guys are ready because ta-da! Hello, sister. How are you?
As soon as I can unmute, I'm great.
Hey, we got some of those issues, all right? We just go with the flow. So come talk to me, sister. How have you been?
First off, gotta love the whole, sweatshirt,
Yeah.
But good. I'm doing really good, excited about my passion project, launching this Thursday. So,
Well, congratulations, first of all. But let's walk you back a little bit. How did it started?
I toyed around with the whole idea of writing my story when I first became a life coach, actually, because they always tell you, write it out when you're going through trauma, things like that. And so I joked about making a book. And then I went to your workshop or the summit, and Dr. Nu invited me to do Rattled Awake, Volume 3, and Lonnie did as well. And so that kind of spurred it. And when mom read my chapter in Rattled Awake, she's like, write a book. I want more. You can really help people. And that really pushed it even further, having my mom saying, yes, your story will help others. It turned it into a true passion project to where now it's actually going to be a series.
I love it. I
I
just
mean,
love it because when I met you, you were shy. Actually, you're like, yeah. And I'm like, you should do audio room. She's like, no, no. I was like, yes, yes. That will be your homework, trying to figure out how to do it. And you're like, well, what do I talk about? I'm like, Crystal, you have a lot to talk about, right? And the reason being is that some people like to talk just for the sake of talking and pointing fingers, like, I'm great, I'm wonderful, I have all of these amazing people I've met. No one cares. That's your process, right? Like, yes, we've met amazing people, and we can use those amazing people to leverage like credibility and such. But at the end of the day, people are more interested in what have you done in your life that made you turn your passion project into monetized project, because eventually your goal is to inspire people.
It is. It's to inspire people, to give them hope, and also to put an end to victim shaming when it comes to domestic abuse and everything, because as most of our viewers know, I am a domestic violence awareness coach, speaker, activist, and author. But
Best-selling author, hello.
two-time, hopefully going to be 3.
Yeah, international #1 in 12 hours with hours. Holy moly.
Yeah,
I'm
Rattled
proud of
Awake
you
was
guys.
within 24 hours. And we are still in my Rattled Awake with Dr. New is still in the top 100.
That's
So,
amazing. That's amazing. And that's because it's a lot of people interested, again, in knowing, right? How did you experience this and what did you do with that experience? I
yes.
think using other people like, oh, this person is a millionaire, this person is whatever. Um, Great, but that's what they did. What they give you that you're using now to help you and help others is what's more important to me,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep. It's Aaron, Nick, Susanna, New, Lonnie all gave me the confidence to push forward and, write the story. My mom, my sister, people, you know, you guys all helped. Yes, I did the work, but at the end of the day, if I didn't have the support of my friends, being there for me, my sisters, my family, I don't know if I would have been able to do it, because as much as I love Matt, when it came to writing the book itself, he was pretty handsy, you know. He's like, where do I write the check?
This is your work. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
because he lived it, so it's really hard for him. He lived a lot of it with me, so it's hard for him to go back and read through what I wrote and everything. So it really was more you guys supporting me emotionally, and him being my cuddle
yeah,
afterward.
it's a lot. I was telling dear sister Susanna over here and Danielle that when I wrote my piece, every single time, whether I'm rattled awake or a note to my family, or my 2 cents on self love was kind of robotic. I wish it didn't sound robotic, but I did. And this one, it's reliving the trauma. Some are the past are very traumatic. Like, I was crying even talking about it to my daughter. And she's like, Mom, can you read the happy part so you don't cry? Your makeup is good. Like, literally, she tells me. Because that's the only thing that's stopping me, right? And I was like, yeah. She's like, well, look at it now. You're helping other people. You're using it for good, and you're telling people that it's okay to be different. And it's hard. It's been really hard. And I saw this TikTok yesterday about how people, doesn't understand that when you have ADHD, like let's say for example, and it's so funny, I was laughing because my flight was 6:55 a.m., right? I woke up at 1:40 to have a 6:55 a.m. And you're thinking, CJ, what's wrong with you? Here's what's wrong, okay? I had to be waking up at 2. My alarm was what, 2? Because from 2 to 3, you got to take a shower. And then from 2:30 to like, from 2:45 to like 3:15, I got to wake up Bella. And then from 3 to 3:30, I have to make sure that the luggage are already like double checking. And then it took me an hour to drive again. So from 3:30 to 4:30. And then from 4:30, I was there. I got to get the rental car. So it was already 5 and then have to go to security.
Matt works for an airline, remember?
Yeah. And it's like, and I was like, am I the only one who's doing this? And then this lady was talking about how most ADHD people worry about so much about those time because we don't want to. And I'm glad I did, because today I went to TSA and they didn't want me to bring my spray.
Yeah.
My airbrush. And they're like, you need to throw at that. And I looked at him and I'm like, excuse me? No, that you can't find even anywhere. It's large. And he looked at me all weird. I'm like, okay, what can I do to keep it? And so good thing I was there early, right? But
They
here's
made you
the
put it
thing
in
with
your
that.
check bag.
Yeah, but here's the thing. All of those things that you do that is a negative can also be a positive in your passion project. A lot of people that do passion project, they start and that's about it. They don't finish. What do you do to finish yours, Crystal?
Honestly, I have this the CJ voice back here and a mom voice over here. And also that little grouping of pictures right there, because that's my son and eldest daughter, my girls, my daddy, my sister Susan that passed away, and my papa, Matt and me. That right there is my motivation for this passion project, because each book is only going to be probably about 30 pages, but it's dissecting it. It's breaking it down into small parts when it comes to the abuse and the different stages, reasons why you stayed, and different ways to overcome. Like, this book is just the general story. The next book is going into my abandonment issues and not feeling not worthy, because it was one of the reasons that I stayed for as long as I did. And going back to the root of it, and then, help explaining how I overcame that. And each little part of the series is going to be a different portion. This way it's not all trauma at once. You don't overload the reader.
Yeah, the triggers and stuff. Yeah.
And it's also because there are so many different types of abuse and so many different reasons and causes. People can pick and choose which volume, fits their situation to be able to be helped.
Why do you think it's important for you to tell your story?
Number one, it's very healing for me. And it also, from what I've been told and from what I've seen, it gives others hopes to do the same, to speak up, to not stay in the shadows, to not be silenced anymore. Even if they're not the ones being abused, to be able to speak up for their friends, or if they see it happening on the street, don't let the bullies happen, gives people courage to say, hey, no, that's not right. That's my hope anyway.
That's it's really interesting. Like each one of us, even though it's different story, different way of doing things, really we share the same commonality, right?
Mm.
We want people to wake up.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
guarantee you there are people out there still who's in a situation. It's really hard when you are married with kids. I think
Very.
when you don't have kids, you can walk away easily. But when you're
Mhm.
married with kids, it's really hard because in the back of your head, you don't want to walk out on your children and think you didn't try hard enough. And maybe that's your fault, right?
Yeah.
But I think what others need to understand that you're actually teaching your kids that it's okay to
Mhm.
be treated that way because you're staying.
That's exactly what I said in my chapter in Rattled Awake, and I do touch on it in Rise of Crystal Phoenix as well. But that was basically the whole premise of my chapter in Rattled Awake Volume 3 was exactly that. So
Yeah.
you're teaching your boys it's okay to bully their sisters, moms, girlfriends, and you're teaching your daughters that they have to bow down and keep their mouth shut and be perfect all the time and not stand up for yourself. No, thank you.
Yeah, there should be a mutual respect,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's like abuse doesn't just happen male to female, it could be
Mm-mm.
female to male. I think that having
Mm-hmm.
that mutual respect, it's really hard. I mean, it's good that we're talking about it more openly because then people feel comfortable a little bit more. But there are cultures out there who still practices
Mm-hmm.
male masculine dominated culture, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that is their culture. You can't change it for thousands of years. I think women are not asking to say, oh, above you. We're just
No,
asking to
to
say,
be we're
be equal.
equal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
be equal. We should have a voice. We don't need to be
Mm-hmm.
put down. We don't need to be feeling less than.
Mm-hmm.
And the choices of words and things like that that you talk to makes a huge difference, right? And
Absolutely.
I don't know when we're going to live in the world where it's going to be like that. I don't even think in my lifetime that I will see that. But the
But we
fact that
can.
we're starting to have that conversation and we both have daughters, it's amazing, right?
Mhm. Yep. And what's funny is there are so many people that are suffering with abuse and don't even realize it because mental abuse is so much worse and it sneaks in on you because you don't realize that it's happening and you're like, "Oh, I'm not being abused." And it's like, "No, honey, you are." when
Well,
your when your
we don't
partner.
know what we don't know
Mhm.
because how would you know that is what it is when all your life the whole society
Mhm.
tells you it's okay and your family doesn't say nothing and it's okay, right?
Mhm.
You've seen it
Exactly.
from generations and it's okay.
Mhm.
So then you go out of your circle and your friends are telling you something different. You're like,
Mhm.
who's lying? Who's lying
Mhm.
to me? Right? Yeah. And that's hard.
And it's trying to break that generational, you know,
Trauma.
trauma. And that's kind of why I'm doing my book in a series instead of just one big book because it's not going to. Let me ask you, do you have time to read a Harry Potter sized book right now? In this day and age, do you have time?
Nope.
Now, do you have time to read a 30-page mental health book?
Yeah. It's easier to grasp in my head.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Especially for somebody with ADHD, which I hate to say it, most people that have trauma, like domestic violence and things like that, it brings it on.
Yeah.
So
I like audio. I'm tinkering of putting books in audio because
I can
um
I can help you with that
yeah,
one.
I put my
Mhm,
books on audio, like on audiobooks. So I'm
mhm,
just like, because with ADHD, we have to have
mhm,
some type of stimulation for me to focus. Like I literally watch
mhm,
a movie while I'm focusing on a project or grading or
mhm.
whatever, because my brain can't focus on silence. It
Yeah.
actually bounces everywhere. So I have to have TV and I have to have this project and then my grading. Like then I can
Mhm,
concentrate. It's really hard to explain. But
mhm,
unless you have ADHD, then you get me. Um, but audiobooks helps me actually focus. And sometimes I stop and I'm like, oh, that
Mhm.
makes a whole lot of sense. And then I start writing, on some
Mhm.
other tangent again after that. But I think that passion projects really depends on what it is
Mhm.
and really hone in on how to do it. Now, what are you doing right now to help yourself not only just monetize it and bring it out there, because we want the outcome to help others, but also all of those things that we do comes with a price. And I'm talking
Mhm.
about money, monetization price, right?
Mhm.
And we're not made out of money. That we can't shake trees and
Mhm.
money comes out, right?
Mhm.
What are some of the things or ideas that you can provide what you're doing to monetize those ideas to inspire others to do?
Well, first off, I am marketing. I'm doing a actual launch party, and it is going to be on multi platforms, including in VR. It's going to be full blown meta on LinkedIn, YouTube, well, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. But it's also going to be in like the VR headset, like in a and everything. Um, that's a big one. Marketing, it's basically marketing and getting, getting it out there, getting the awareness out there. I'm trying to figure out the best platform to um, make up some merchandise for not only Rise of Crystal Phoenix, but for Crystal Phoenix coaching, you know, get get my brand out there. I do have my website. Matt was finally able to get the server working and everything, and we he watches Linus Tech Tips a lot, and we actually got a, promo code for Squarespace instead of Gamma, which we like a lot better. And the new website looks amazing. It's not, it still needs a few little ticks and everything, but it's up and loaded. I can get emails from it, everything. You can go to it right now. And it looks great. Matt did a great job.
Thank you, Matt. Like supporting that. That's good, actually. YouTube actually gives me my own store, but we can talk about that. Because I think that needs to be outsourced. The reason being, I used to do it on my own. I would get like 50, 60 orders at a time. Like I need 60 of the t-shirts and I need, when I didn't have a full-time job, that would have been okay.
Mhm.
But I have two full-time jobs on my business. So it's like, I don't got time. So I outsource it. And so far I'm happy with the quality. That's the thing with outsourcing. You need to make sure that the quality is great because that's your brand,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
With Squaresoft, they do have a like link with Printify as one of their like merchandise companies that you can work with, and I'm still kind of shopping around, but
Spread Shop is good. Their quality, I'm surprised, is super good.
I've
'Cause
actually looked into them.
yeah,
I've
no, they're
built a
good
couple of
because
things.
I print my own. I know the quality of the vinyl. I
Mhm,
know
mhm,
I study them. When I do something, I study
mhm,
everything. And the quality of their vinyl is actually good. I've laundried my sweatshirt now a couple of times and it
mhm,
stays. The t-shirt that they have, it's also stays. So the temperature is really perfect. It's when you see they print a vinyl or whatever or
mhm.
printing and then after two
It
laundries the
bleeds.
whole print goes out. I was like, so I've been laundering my stuff for 5-6 times now, before the launch of our Beyond Boundaries
Mhm.
book, and it's still good. So Spread Shop is really good company if you guys want to do outsources on
But they
t-shirts.
don't have like notebooks and stuff, and that's kind of one of the things that I wanted was like to be able to have a journal, you know, to go with it kind of thing.
Well, Amazon, you can do a journal through Amazon. I just ordered. I'm actually launching the magazine tonight, guys. Watch out for it.
Mhm.
Something in Midnight Level Up Circle magazine is going to be out tonight. There's only 10 people in there right now because I only want a small portion. We will get another Level Up Circle magazine in June. It's once every quarter. And it really is in addition to, like, it's almost like a press release for
Mhm.
whatever project that you're doing every quarter.
Nice.
We're also having Susanna starting her Moving Beyond Boxes for another anthology. It's goes under the umbrella of Level Up Academy, so it's the same people that's doing it, marketing and everything else. And then I'm having a press release from Business Insider soon. Crossing my finger, it's going to go through next week. So there's a lot going on, but with Passion Project, at the end of the day, it's all about helping people and whatever potential that you have and whatever dream that you have, it's possible, right? Crystal, did you ever imagine yourself writing in a book 2 years ago?
No.
How important is community?
Very, very important. Community is community, and honestly, just the bonds that we've made. You know, I couldn't find a community like this on, say, Facebook. Well, besides the one that we're building.
Right. We're building that one for authors and stuff.
But
I'll be putting classes in there for free, actually, for that community, because again, I'm all about education and equality. There are classes I will be selling from 500 to 5,000 to 50,000. But it really depends on which level you're in your journey of personal growth and professionalism, right? It just really depends. Before I want to end tonight, we are talking about ordinary people achieving extraordinary success. So in this journey of yours with your passion project, what do you think is your extraordinary success that you have achieved thus far?
honestly, getting chapter 1 in Beyond Boundaries to me is like, at this point, the highest level. Now, Rise of Crystal Phoenix is coming out this week. You know, don't take this wrong, Dr. CJ, Susanna, because you know I love it, but I'm kind of hoping, you know, that the launch goes well and that kind of tops that one, you know. But knowing that you and Susanna have so much faith in my words and what I put together for the, you know, that I was the first chapter, and I'm still like wowed. All of my friends that bought the book are like, "Oh my God, your chapter was amazing," and I'm like, "Okay, thank you." Humble like always, but it's just, I read it and it's like, yeah, it's great, but it was my life. You know, I lived it. So looking at it, it's like I see the bits and pieces that were fall in the cracks, and it's like it's nothing remarkable to me, but yet it is. And it gives a lot of people hope. And to me, that is the epitome of like that high point, because that's my goal, to give people hope and for them to be able to see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Thank you for saying that, because in this journey that I wanted to help people, I look at writing as a hero's journey. And when you're writing your own chapter, you are the hero. My job as a lead for that project is to guide your journey and where you're at. Yes, we always look at our life as ordinary because it's our life. We live the trauma, we live the happiness, we live the pain. And it's like, no big deal. I just lived through it, not a big deal, right? But when somebody else's sees your life, it's extraordinary. Because if we put ourselves in your shoes, there's no way in heck that I would probably survive what you survived. And that's the beauty in writing and having people read your story, because you don't think you're inspirational until you are. You didn't think you're great until you are. You don't think you're inspiring people until you do, right?
Yeah.
You don't think you can make any change or do anything until you're doing it.
Yeah. It's funny, when I was little, I used to think it was the coolest thing. I was the youngest Miss Florida to date. I actually think I still hold that record at 2.5 years old. And like, even up until my 20s, I would boast about it. And looking back, it's like, really? Why? You know, yeah, it was cool. I was a cute kid, you know, but what did that really do for me? It paid my tuition for 2 years at private school because I got a bond, you know. But what I'm doing now is so much more fulfilling. But it's like I also feel like my beauty pageant days kind of prepared me for at least the public speaking part of it, you know. So it's like, yeah, it kind of all does tie together in a way.
If you really think about your journey, nothing is accidental on what your experiences are. If you really just stop and not analyze every step and every trauma and every goodness and just put your mind and said, nothing about it is accidental. It's preparing you for a bigger things in life, right? And just having that gratefulness and having that big heart and said, okay, I don't understand what's happening right now, but I'm sure I will 10 years from now. Let's just go with it, right? And I love that attitude. But before we end tonight's show, Crystal, is there anyone that you want to, other than Matt and your mom, of course, to thank for where you're at today and where you're about to go tomorrow?
Besides my LinkedIn family, because there's actually quite a few people that just the list is a little long, so I'm just going to say my LinkedIn family. You all know who you are, my brothers and sisters, and I love you all. Honestly, I want to thank my dad and my sister in heaven, because my sister, you know, she sassy in all ways, but she always believed in me, just like Tracy did, you know, always, never wavering. She always believed in me. And my dad for raising me the way he did, you know, a perfect son, wrong body parts. But he raised me with the attitude of you don't take crap and you help others, you know. So basically my family all around, I guess you could say. And I do want to, I don't know if John will ever see this, but happy sweet 16, buddy. Love you.
Oh, that's so sweet. Well, we love you. Thank you so much for tuning in for Level Up Circle TV tonight. And we will see you again on Thursday. We have Thursday and Sunday show. Sunday is a special day for me usually, and I'll just have some random people come in because that's my time to teach things that are either trending or that is appropriate for the moment when it comes to project. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Crystal, I'll see you in a bit. Don't leave. I need to talk to you for a bit. Thank you guys for tuning in. Wow, amazing, right? Passion project turn into monetized, turn into inspiration. So whatever you're doing today, whatever you're thinking you want to do it. Today is the day. If you don't know when to start, how to start it, you can always DM me, DM Susanna, DM Danielle, DM Dr. New, DM Crystal, and we'll be happy to help you, whether you're watching in our YouTube channel or on LinkedIn or on TikTok. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We will see you on Thursday for the TV show, but Wednesday for my community show. Bye, everybody. Have a beautiful evening. See ya. Thank you for watching Level Up TV. Bye, everybody. See you.